We walked along the river, picking stones along the bed, and you said the shapes remind you how beginnings rarely end. Every stone you turned was shining with a story worn and smooth, and I felt the river murmuring its everlasting truth. All the shimmering reflections held a quiet silver plea to believe in gentle moments filled with reverie. River stones and reverie carried in the stream. Every time you're near me, life feels softer than a dream. Hold me by the water where our thoughts flow quietly. We'll live in gentle echoes of river stones and reverie. You placed a stone inside my hand and said it felt like peace, and the ripples danced around us with a comforting release. Then we talked about our memories floating like the drifting tide, and I felt my heart surrender to the calm you hold inside. If the waters rise someday, we will let them wash away every dream in harmony with river stones and reverie. River stones and reverie glowing in your eyes. Every soft reflection pulls me deeper to the skies. Even when the river bends and changes endlessly, we'll find our love returning to river stones and reverie. The air was still and tender in the hour before the rain, and the quiet held a softness that I struggle to explain. You leaned your head against me as the gray clouds drifted slow, and I felt the world grow peaceful in a way I didn't know. Every moment felt suspended, like a breath we couldn't keep, hovering between the sunlight and the storm about to see. Soft out before the rain, holding us in place. Every sigh you offer brings a calmness to my face. Stay with me in silence where the sky begins to wane. We fell deeper in the quiet, soft out before the rain. A distant roll of thunder hummed a promise in the air, and you whispered that the rainfall makes you feel beyond compare. Then you brushed your fingers lightly down my arm, as if to say that even storms feel gentle when our hearts don't slip away. If the clouds begin to fall, we will rise above it all. long and true. Every breeze between us pulls me closer into you. Even when the storm breaks loose, our love will still remain rooted in the magic of that I'll be before the rain. The fog rolled through the valley, though the day was barely born, and the lanterns we were holding glowed like fragments of the morn. You waved your light in circles, making halos in the gray, and we laughed at how the sunlight had completely lost its way. Even in the misty quiet, something in your brightness shone, like a flame that moves through shadows, never trembling alone. Ooh, lanterns in the midday fog, glowing side by side. Even when the world is dim, you're lighting up my stride. Hold me in the silence where the haze begins to clog. We'll still shine like beacons with lanterns in the fog. You took my hand and wandered through the fog as if it sang, and the echo of our footsteps held a gentle ghostly clang. Then you told me life feels softer when the world is slightly blurred, and I found a strange serenity in every muffled word. If we lose our track someday, fog will guide our subtle way. Every lantern like a cog, turning bright within the fog. Lanterns in the midday fog, glowing warm and true. Every muted moment draws me deeply into you. Even when the mist surrounds and tries to dim our log, love will stay illuminated like lanterns in the fog. Down in the meadow where the dandelions sway light, and the quiet held a stillness only nature could invite. You said flowers sometimes listen when our hearts begin to speak, and the breeze became an answer, soft and humble, warm and meek. Every wish you whispered felt like floating golden seeds, traveling through open fields, fulfilling gentle needs. When dandelions listen, love becomes a vow. Every drifting promise feels more possible somehow. Hold me in the sunshine where our hope blossom, and you held it to my chin. And you laughed because the sunlight made my whole face glowing thin. Then you leaned beside me softly as the petals brushed the ground, and the world felt like a secret only we had somehow found. If the winds begin to shift, we will follow every drift. Every hope becomes our vision when dandelions listen. When dandelions listen, singing in the breeze. Every whisper longing floats with effortless ease. Even when the seasons change and fields grow out of vision, love will keep on blooming when dandelions listen. The city wakes and whispers, but we move in softer ways. Your breath is on my shoulder like the quiet start of day. And nothing feels as fragile as the early morning light, when you trace along my fingers like you're drawing out the night. I never knew the sunrise could be something we could share, until your quiet presence turned the sky to open air. In the morning drift between us, everything feels true. Every gentle heartbeat moving closer into you. Hold this simple moment, let the daylight guide our trust. There's heaven in the silence of the morning drift between us. Your voice is like an echo carried softly through the dawn, and the rhythm of your whispers keeps my restless worries gone. You said the world grows kinder when we meet it slowly first, and the warmth inside your laughter calms the places that still hurt. If the day turns loud and wild, I will hold the morning mild. Everything will come to us in the morning drift. We trust in the morning drift between us. Love begins to bloom, soft as fading starlight on the edges of the room. Even when the hours race, we'll find our quiet just in the peaceful, tender moments of the morning drift between us. Between us. We walked beside the shoreline where the tide pulled at our feet, and the breeze became a memory. The tasted fresh and sweet. You said the ocean listens when two hearts begin to speak, and the waves would hold our secrets where the sunlight kissed the sea. Oh, every step along the water wrote a rhythm in my chest, like the tide already knew us, giving both our worries rest. Where the tide learns our names, everything is bright. Every shifting current fills our shadows with its light. Darling, take my hand again and let the waves reclaim all the love the world can hold. Where the tide learns our names. The salt upon your shoulders sparkled softly in the glow, and you laughed like summer thunder, rolling gentle, deep and slow. You said the future's open like the ocean after rain, and I felt the world grow lighter as you spoke my name again. Oh, if the storms return someday, we'll still hear the water say, love is stronger than the flame. When the tide knows your name, where the tide learns our names, let the waters rise. Everything feels softer underneath the open skies. Hold me where the currents dance and nothing stays the same. We will carve our love forever where the tide learns our names. Hillside where the meadow kissed your hair, and the drifting clouds above us move like brushstrokes in the air. You told me every wonder starts as something small and thin, just like love that leaves its traces like a cloud trail on your skin. And every time you smiled, the sky grew brighter in my view, like the daylight rearranging just to paint the world with you. Cloud trails on your skin, glowing soft and slow. Every touch between us makes the quiet moments grow. Hold me in the sunlight where the gentle winds begin, and write your love in silver as cloud trails on your skin. Hey, hey, hey. Your heartbeat made the summer feel like time could melt away. And the world beneath our bodies felt like open endless day. You whispered that our stories always start with something thin, but grow into forever, like the sky upon your skin. If the sky turns heavy gray, we'll still watch the light display every soft and swirling spin, drawing trails upon your skin. Cloud trails on your skin, drifting with the breeze. Even when the world is loud, this moment brings me peace. Hold me through the changes as new seasons drift in, with love beneath the heavens. with cloud trails on your skin. With cloud trails on your skin. The evening settled softly as we wandered through the field, and the sunset lit the grasses like a quiet golden shield. You said every step we take leaves a tiny glowing mark, like lanterns that will follow us when days grow cold and dark. I never knew that footsteps could feel sacred, warm and light, until you turned the dusk into a map of gentle night. Lanterns in our footprints, lighting up the ground. Every path we wander holds the love we finally found. Take this road beside me, let the night be our witness to the glowing silent lanterns in our footprints. Your shadow touched my shoulder as the moon began to rise, and the little sparks of fireflies danced slowly through the skies. You told me hope grows brighter when the world around us dims, and I felt the night grow warmer when you took my hand again. If the dark grows deep and wide, we'll still walk it side by side. Every spark that darkness prints leaves lanterns in our footprints. Lanterns in our footprints, guiding where we stand. Every shimmering moment glowing softly in your hand. Even when the miles stretch long, the night won't take our hints, because love lights every step with the lanterns in our footprints. In our footprints. The storm had passed in silence, leaving droplets on your sleeve, and the world looked washed and tender, like a soft and fragile dream. You whispered that the quiet after rainfall feels like truth, where the echoes of a heartbeat mix with memories of youth. You held my hand so lightly, like the sky was still awake, and the hush between our breathing felt like something we could take. In the gentle echo after rain, everything feels new. Every shining surface brings me closer into you. Hold me through the silence soft again. I find my heart in motion in the gentle lettering. If the gentle echo after rain, yeah. The pale held reflections of the sky we knew before, and your smile was like a window filled with warmth I can't ignore. You said healing runs its fingers where the storms have left their stain, and I realized love was blooming in the echo after rain. If the thunder finds our door, we'll remember moments more where the calm begins to gain in the echo after rain, in the gentle echo after rain. Everything is clear, everything is clear. Every drop that lingers feels like hope is standing near. Even when the clouds return, I'll hold you through the strain, because our love begins again in the gentle echo after we wandered through the open fields where tall grass brushed our knees, and the air was filled with murmurs carried softly by the breeze. You told me every whisper in the wind can hold a clue of the moments we'll remember and the dreams we'll chase into. The sunlight wrapped around you like a story warm and sweet, and the rhythm of your footsteps pulled my heartbeat into beat. With the wind that knows our secrets moving gentle through the clay, every hidden longing finds a voice along the way. Hold me close and listen to the truth that softly speaks in the quiet, tender breezes where the wind knows all our secrets. Your laughter floated higher than the branches overhead, and the world felt safe and open in the words we never said. You told me silence sometimes speaks more clearly than the day, and the breeze became our language in the softest subtle way. If the storms begin to rise, we'll still hear our soft replies, carried far through open sky on the wind that never lies. With the wind that knows our secrets brushing gently at your face, every passing moment finds its long-awaited place. Even through the seasons when the cold breeze intercedes, our love will still be carried by the wind that knows our secrets. so softly like a velvet river wide, and your silhouette moved gently in the moon's unfaulted tide. You whispered that the nighttime has a language of its own, where the stars reveal the feelings we were too afraid to show. In the hush between the branches, you took hold of both my hands, and the sky above us shimmered like it finally understands. In the velvet rivers of the night, our worries fall away. Every silver current carries hope into the gray. Let the shadows soften as the moon begins its flight. We will drift where love is glowing in the velvet rivers of the night. Your breathing felt like ripples, gently moving through the dark. In the twilight held our secrets like a quiet sacred mark. You said darkness isn't empty but a place where truth ignites, and I leaned into your warmth beneath those rivers of the night. If the stars begin to fade, we'll still walk the paths we made, where the moon's soft glowing light shapes the river of the night. In the velvet rivers of the night, let your heartbeat guide every hush and whisper, pulling gently at the tide. Hold me through the stillness where the shadows feel so right, floating deep inside the velvet rivers of the night. We found an empty clearing where the sunlight brushed the ground, and the quiet grew around us like a warm and fragile sound. You said every broken moment is a seed beneath the gloom, and love begins its healing in the garden where we bloom. The softness in your breathing made the flowers stir awake, and the earth beneath our footsteps felt like promise we could take. In the garden where we turn to bloom, everything is new. Every single heartbeat finds a brighter shade of blue. Hold me through the seasons when the petals fall too soon. We'll grow again together in the garden where we bloom. Your fingers trace the petals with a touch both calm and sure, and you whisper that the fragile things are what we must endure. I felt your warmth beside me, like the soil beneath the day, and the world around us opened in a slow and gentle way. When the winter chills return, we'll recall the truths we learned. Roots grow deepest through the gloom. In the garden where we bloom. In the garden where we turn to bloom. Hope begins to rise quiet sunrise, painting colors in our eyes. Even when the winds grow cold and shadows chase the room, we'll still grow hand in hand in the garden where we bloom. The night had just begun when all the clouds began to part, and the starlight slipped between them like a gift for restless hearts. You turned your face toward heaven with a softness in your eyes, and the glow across your features lit the dark like new sunrise. Every breath you took felt gentle as the moon began to rise, and the stars above us shimmered like they saw through all disguise. When the starlight found your smile, everything was bright. Every shadow faded softly into tender. Hold that moment with me. Let us stay a little while in the endless glowing heavens where the starlight found your smile. Your laughter rose like fireflies that drifted through the air, and the night became a blanket full of warmth we both could share. You said the universe is quiet when two hearts align in time, and I felt the world fall softly into something close to divine. If the sky grows dark again, we will find our way, my friend. Every mile, every trial leads to starlight in your smile. When the starlight found your smile, love became a flame. Every lonely moment slowly lost its name. Even when the dawn arrives at night withdraws its style, I'll remember how it glistened when the starlight found your smile. We walk along the shoreline as the morning broke in gold, and the sky became a canvas for the stories we never told. You traced the line of sunlight on the water with your hand, and I felt the world grow softer in a way I understand. Your quiet voice was gentle like the first touch of the breeze, and every word you whispered pulled me closer with such ease. In the painted skies between us, everything is real. colors bloom much brighter when two hearts begin to grow. And I watch the clouds unfolding like a slow and graceful dance, while the rising sun revealed what we once called happenstance. If the storm clouds gather near, we'll still stand without a fear, 'cause the sky through every hue holds the colors made by two. In the painted skies between us, hope begins to shine, every blending color forming something by design. Even in the shadows, when the brightness softly dies, our love still glows inside the painted morning sky. The clouds began to shimmer as the raindrops touched the street, and the rhythm of the falling made my heartbeat skip a beat. You held your hand out softly, catching silver in your palm, and the world around us quieted, surrendering to calm. Your smile lit up the rainfall like a lantern in the gray, and the echo of your laughter washed my cloudy thoughts away. Echoes made of silver rain falling from the blue. Every drop reminds me of the moments spent with you. Hold me close through thunderstorms until the skies are clear. We'll dance in silver echoes every time you're near. The water traced the pavement in 1,000 shining lines, and we ran beneath the awnings like two hearts between the times. You said rain reveals the truth that sunlight hides sometimes too well, and I felt my doubts dissolve as every raindrop fell. If the skies grow dark again, we will still remember when silver rain became our song, pulling fragile hearts along. Echoes made of silver rain harbor lights were swaying as the evening settled slow, and the lanterns by the shoreline cast a soft and golden glow. You leaned against the railing while the waves began to rise, and the world felt warm and quiet underneath the darkened skies. Your voice was like a whisper through the gentle moving tide, and the glow upon your feet just pulled me softly to your side. Lanterns by the harbor guiding us tonight. Every flicker shining like a promise burning bright. Hold my hand and listen to the heartbeat we both share. We'll drift beneath the lanterns glowing softly in the air. Ooh. The boats were rocking slowly with the rhythm of the deep, and your fingers brushed my arm like a memory I'd keep. You said oceans hold the secrets of the journey still unknown, and I felt that in your presence I could find a place called home. If the waves begin to roar, we'll be steady on the shore. Lanterns glowing through the blue, lighting paths meant for two. Lanterns by the harbor, shimmering so pure. Every quiet moment drawing us secure. Even as the night grows cold and shadows drift afar, the lanterns keep on glowing where our tender memories are. The night had settled heavy, but your breathing stayed serene, and the moonlit glow around you felt like something evergreen. You said darkness isn't final, it's the prelude to the day where your weary heart remembers how to chase the light again. Oh, I watch the shadows lift from you in gentle, subtle ways, and the warmth inside your whisper felt like sunlight in a phrase. When your heart learned the dawn, everything grew bright. Every hidden sorrow faded softly from the night. Oh, the rising moment when the shadows are withdrawn. Love became your sunrise when your heart learned the dawn. You reached for me felt your pulse grow steady as the morning broke through. You said every dawn reminds you that beginnings never end. And I leaned into your spirit, rising softly once again. Oh, if the midnight comes too fast, know the darkness doesn't last. Every shade and every yawn leads your heart into the dawn. When your heart turned the sun, everything made sense. Every fragile moment felt less cold and less intense. Even when the daylight fades and dusk begins to yawn, love will lift you gently when your heart recalls the dawn. The branches shook with quiet when the amber wind would pass, and the world around us shimmered through the bending autumn grass. You said seasons change our tempo, but they never take our fire. And the breeze became a chorus, pulling heartstrings ever higher. Your words were warm and steady like the color of the leaves, falling softly from the treetops onto memories we keep. Songs in the amber wind, whispering your name. Every tender moment flickers like a flame. Hold me in the stillness as the leaves begin to spin. We'll listen to the music in the drifting amber wind. Oh, 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 oh. Your shadow danced with mine along the quiet forest floor, and the breeze around us gathered like a song we heard before. You said autumn shows us beauty in the things we have to lose, and I felt my heart grow open to the truths the wind would choose. If the cold winds start to blow, love will still remain below, rooted deep where hearts begin in the songs of amber wind. Songs in the amber wind, rising through the trees. Every fragile whisper floating on the breeze. Even as the daylight fades and evening settle in, our love will keep on singing in the soft amber wind. Oh, 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 spark we carry within. I walk the quiet streets, every shadow whispers you. And in the fading daylight, every color turns to true. You found me in a restless haze and slowed my heartbeat to your pace. When evening winds speak your name, I feel the world fall into place, like destiny wrapped in your warm embrace. I'm catching stars in your eyes again. Baby, nothing feels the same when evening winds speak your name. You laugh and the night unfolds, blooming wild around our feet. Every second standing still, every moment feeling sweet. Your voice a gentle song, floating effortlessly, pulling me closer to where I'm meant to be. Let the moonlight write our story, sketch our shadows in silver glory. Hold my hands and don't let go. We're drifting where the night winds blow. When evening winds speak your name, all the fears just fade away. And every heartbeat rhymes with yours in the soft glow of the closing day. Baby, nothing feels the same when evening winds speak your name. Oh yeah, time moves softer when you're near, like the world is learning how to hear every thought that I've been hiding deep. You pull them gently from my sleeve, and every second starts to float, like a feather on a whispered note. I'm falling in slow motion with you. Gravity feels gentle and true. Every breath we share turns into something brighter than the morning view. I'm falling in slow motion with you, and I never want the fall to be through. You smile and the colors bloom, painting warmth in every room. I feel the rhythm of your soul, turning broken pieces whole. closer in this dream. Let reality unwind at the seam. We'll fall together safe and free, where love rewrites our gravity. I'm falling in slow motion with you. Nothing in this world I'd rather do than float forever in this hue, where your heart beats close and true. I'm falling in slow motion with you. And every fall just leads me to you.